Ladies and gentlemen, the MCU and DCEU are reaching the end of their reign at the top, or the bottom of the Laurentian abyss in the case of the DCEU, but details. And more importantly, the ESG cash that funded said flagging IPs is also drying up. And most importantly of all, Hollywood and the MSM are slowly coming around to that fact. Took you long enough, guys. It's only been 5 years. I believe, ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing the beginning of yet another era similar to the early 2000s. With the death of the superhero genre, Hollywood is finally starting to experiment with other genres again. The earliest attempts can be compared to the flailings of an eldritch horror that is looking for yet another genre to suck dry of life and creativity, but nonetheless, they are trying. Amazon and Netflix seem to be looking fairly hard at giving fantasy another go, but having been heavily kneecapped by their slavish adherence to the ESG message, we got such sterling shows as The Witcher and Rings of Power, which is the biggest waste of cash since Disney bought Star Wars. HBO, on the other hand, has found some success with House of the Dragon. Most of these attempts, to me, feel like a company testing the waters to see if they can make a franchise or not. However, with House of the Dragon's success, this probably means that George R. R. Martin will get to make lots and lots of TV shows. And we'll never finish the damn book series. Dune seems to have breathed new life into sci-fi. Well, that and those damn Avatar films, but I think that if they can stick the landing on the Dune films, that perhaps we will see someone decide to go back and experiment with space operas again. Wouldn't that be nice? And then we come around to the video game well. I have made a dedicated video on this subject. I would suggest that you go check it out, but the TLDR is Hollywood is definitely dipping into that well quite a bit more seriously than they have in the past. Historical fiction is pretty dead in the water, mostly due to the fact that every time we get an announcement about, say, a Hannibal film, I get really excited and then, oh hey, he's been race swapped. Or we get Napoleon getting turned into the literal chud meme. That's always nice. Until the revisionist BS gets a well-deserved Luger to the brains, we are stuck up shit creek without a paddle. Action movies have definitely seen some well-deserved successes of late, on both the TV and film fronts, with Top Gun Maverick, Terminalist, and Reacher. And hey, Silent Night is probably going to be one of the few films I actually go see in the theaters. In closing, the moment ESG fully goes away, Hollywood is going to have to jump the Spandex ship like rats fleeing the Lusitania. But tell me what y'all think down below. This has been Pete, the Radical Nerd, signing off.